Today we are in the kitchen with Chef Joe Lusted using none other than Buddy Velastro's Cake Boss Baking Collection. Now you might recognize Buddy from the hit TV series Cake Boss. Joe, I am so excited today because we are going to be decorating a cake.
We're decorating cake, not just any cake. It's an absolutely delicious dark chocolate cake with strawberry buttercream.
It sounds delicious. So first off, I'm assuming it's the icing.
Yes, okay, so first we have to start with the icing. Now what you want to do is transfer your cake onto this decorating turntable, okay? Then you can use an offset spatula and take a nice big scoop of your buttercream icing. You don't have to be shy about this. And it can just go right on the top of your cake, okay?
Now we're going to be putting a fondant on it. Why do we have to put icing as well?
The buttercream acts as the glue for the fondant to stick to, so very, very important. So when you're decorating this is a crumb coat. So it doesn't have to be absolutely perfect because we're covering it with the fondant. But what you want to do is just smooth out the top. And this isn't a thick layer, this is a thin layer of icing. And just smooth it out over the top. And then just turn the turntable, and you can see why the turntable makes this so much easier.
And it looks really handy to use.
It really is, and there's some rubber grips on the bottom so that it stays still, and it's really nice and sturdy.
And there's a little latch too, in case you want to keep it straight.
Yeah, exactly. So we'll be using that later when we try and decorate the cake. You can make it absolutely still. So once you get some icing over the side, you can just take your spatula and work it all the way around your cake until it's absolutely completely covered with that nice thin layer of buttercream. Okay. So once that's done, you need to put that into the fridge and let it set for about 30 minutes. So once your icing is nice and firm, now you're ready for your fondant, which we have here. Okay, so I've rolled this out using our fondant rolling pin, and you can see we've got these little guides on the edge, so this keeps it really even, so you're not rolling your fondant into different thicknesses.
Okay.
So once it's rolled out, to transfer it onto your cake, you simply roll this right up. Makes it really easy, and that way it's not falling all over the place. And then you can just unroll it right over top of your cake.
And it actually looks really simple to do.
Really, really simple, and the fondant's super pliable, so you don't have to worry if you make a little mistake or anything. You can just move it around.
Kind of like silly putty.
Yeah, it kind of is. And you can push it down so you can see if it's a little bit too high. You can just push the fondant down and it's a little bit stretchy and it'll cover the cake completely. So then you can take a little knife and then just cut all along the bottom, right along the base, and cut off any excess fondant.
And it just makes it look nice and even.
Yeah, nice and even, exactly. So while I'm doing that, I'm gonna get you to cut some dots. Now you've got these beautiful fondant imprint mats. This makes patterns on your fondant. So just a little bit of extra decoration on your cake. Now you need to use your muscles and just roll that imprint mat right over top of the fondant.
There, I think there you go.
Perfect. As long as you can see the dots in there, you're good. So you can pull the imprint mat off. You can use the cookie cutters and then just cut out different circles, different sizes.
Okay.
It's perfect. Well, I've got another cake that we finished off right here. And this one looks beautiful. See how nice that is? The bottom's nice and even. It's gorgeous. So now you've got your dots there and we're ready to start decorating our cake.
So how do I make the dots stick?
Okay, you need a little bit of water. Not too much, just a little bit on the back. And you can just stick it wherever you want on the cake.
What's really great is all of these items come from Canadian Tire.
Yeah, absolutely. They have everything you need to start decorating cakes like a pro.
With you teaching Chef Joe, it's always easy.
Okay, so when our cake is finished, it looks like this. Isn't this beautiful?
Beautiful.
Good enough to eat, right?
Absolutely.
Okay, and then for the final touch, we have this beautiful cake carrier that you can transport your cake in.
And I like it because it's made of metal and it's got such pretty decorations on it.
Isn't it beautiful? Okay, I think we should try some cake.
I think so too.
Do you have a fork for me? Okay, perfect. Look at that. Nice and moist.
Delicious. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Oh, always a pleasure. Good to see you.
To find out more about the Cake Boss collection available exclusively at Canadian Tire, go to canadiantire.ca/CakeBoss.